The Greater Montana Foundation presents a broadcast from the State Historical Society. From Helena, we present now Mr. Mike Kennedy.
Without a doubt, one of the truly epic events of Western history, all Western history, was the Custer Battle, more popularly known as the Custer Massacre of 1876. Shortly thereafter, there came to this territory an uncommonly gifted man by the name of Edgar S. Paxson. Unfortunately, for too many of us, he's been pretty largely overlooked and forgotten as an artist. Nevertheless, among the great paintings that'll stand in all the history of this region is his depiction of that epic battle of June 1876, the Custer Massacre. I think it's a great painting. We're very privileged to have it in our collection, showing in the main lobby of the State Museum at the entrance to the Charles M. Russell Room. And you must come in to see it while it's here. Paxson took a fresh slant on the battle. Some historians find argument with some of his liberties. I don't think it's too important. Probably at no time in the battle, although there were no survivors and no one can say for certain, was there any time when the white men particularly, the few participants, the handful of troops under Custer, were grouped as closely or as dramatically as they are in the painting. I think that that's eminently right because an artist has this poetic license. It makes the painting all the more remarkable, I think, because he did concentrate the horror, the agony, the bloodshed, the noise of battle, and everything else that went into the ultimate, what turned out ultimately to be probably the worst massacre of American troops in the history of Indian warfare in the United States. You'll notice here that Custer set out, starting in 1899 when he completed the painting, but 10 years previously, approximately, to depict, if possible, a known likeness of every man who participated in the battle. Obviously, that was not possible. There were, as I remember, 260-some participants, 260-some men who died in the battle as American troops, fighting against primarily the Sioux with many Cheyenne in the battle. But this, of course, is replete with everything that conceivably did happen in the battle. You'll see Custer, the dominant figure in the painting, at the top, near the top of the hill, standing in an heroic pose, about the time, of course, that the last of the troops were going under. George Armstrong Custer, affectionately known to some of his men and to the Indians as Long Hair, was not among those who were mutilated after the battle. Of course, Paxson was intent on showing the heat of the battle, the dramatic moments of it, although as nearly as historians know, it was short and sweet and terrible, because when they died on the Little Bighorn with their boots. This great painting, as well as one not quite as large, but equally splendid, facing across from it in our building, are available now for the public. We have an option, that is, the state of Montana has an option to purchase through the Paxson estate these two fine paintings at a price that has been quoted generally as about $50,000. It will take legislative action, but there's no certainty that the state of Montana will receive these. On that basis, we think you should come here as soon as possible, visit our institution, take advantage of our other museums, of our fine Russell collection, and of our library, but come as quickly as possible. Thank you.